Well, of course, he's entitled to discuss all issues he wants us to discuss and to look at all aspects. An assessment has taken place on the part of the Commission and on the part of the Hungarian Commissioner who is responsible for the question on whether Ukraine has complied with the criteria that we have defined ourselves. And based on that assessment, it has done so. There's, one thing that is outstanding and by March will have to be complied with, when we address this issue. But when you talk about a democratic entity or community, you nevertheless have the ability and the opportunity to talk about these things. We're not talking a decision here. It's a work that the Commission carried out, and you can discuss the outcome of the work. But indeed, those member countries that are in favor of Ukraine acceding to the European Union think that this is the basis on which we can open negotiations on accession. I think it was the right report, but of course it's fair to demand that we discuss it. But I want to be quite clear on one thing. There must be no linkage between things that do not belong together and that are not interdependent. The question we have to decide regarding the accession processes are questions and that the aspects that refer to the budget are not linked to decisions taken by the Commission with regard to individual members having complied with conditions for funds being paid out of the funds of the European Union. But there too we have to adhere to the rules, which is to say that when criteria are not being fulfilled, you don't get the funds, or you get limited access to funds. When the criteria have been complied with, the opposite will happen. And therefore, I thought it was important, and I think it is important that the Commission took that decision. But it should not be linked up. These are two independent events that have taken place. This is the pre-Christmas mood and atmosphere. A very last question, therefore.